Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Pulse. I am Ajit Mahuli, the founder and mentor at LPAT. Let's take a look at what the indices have been doing and are likely to do in the coming week. So, as expected, Nifty has hit a new high and has gone to around 20,700 areas. Uh, the trend remains intact on higher time frames, and these areas again will now probably have good demand zones. That's the main area of demand zone at 18,200. This month has started with a bang, and monthly trend seems to be up. Demand zones only at around 19,000, 19,200. Now, the weekly, if you see, we have a very strong gap up, and this week is not yet over, and we are at 20,700. But do remember that now that's the next area of demand zone for Nifty on the weekly. So though Nifty might push a little bit higher and even may make an attempt to test 20,800, 900 odd levels, it is very overextended and you could see pullbacks coming in or a range bound trading activity coming in the next few weeks. So be cautious about swing long positions in the FNO. You can trade options and volatility is increasing. So that's one good thing. No supply, strong trend up, but we are at a uncharted territory and need to be cautious. Intraday longs are allowed. If you pull back to some good 15-minute demand zone, you can go long for a 2:1 or a 3:1 because as long as demand zones are being held, there is a chance that Nifty might keep printing smaller new highs above this up to 20,900 areas. The momentum is very strong, so no shorting. When we come to the daily, if you see that's a very, very strong, it's more like a breakout that has gone up all the way here, breaking all that supply. The next area of demand zone is only at around 20,200. So there is a better reward to risk if we catch a turning point to the downside than to the upside. Upside only short-term incomes like intraday trades. Okay. So that's the next area of demand zone on the daily chart. There's a condition. If we break this, then possibility that we may again retest 19,600 and 19,300. But a new buying only at these areas. Avoid buying. Look for clues to go short on confirmation. On the smaller time frame, if you see that's there is no supply zone, and this is going to be the demand zone. Once you break and close below this, you could see prices moving down all the way towards 20,200 and this area. So a cautious approach towards long, only intraday longs allowed, and wait for confirmation short. So once you reach 20,500, let's say this whole week we trade about this and fail to close about 2,500, that's not going to be a good sign, and we could then start retreating towards 19,900 to 20,000. So a cautious approach, but you can still play stocks which are yet to hit their supply zones and then trade stocks instead of the index. And once we get confirmation, maybe we can start with spreads. While saying this, it's a key thing to note that the VIX India VIX is also increasing, and as we start moving up, you could see a sharper pullback coming in Nifty. So be cautious. Do not carry overnight long FNO positions in the index because if there is any gap down, then it could be we could run into losses. So VIX is also increasing, which is a matter of concern. So possibly short-term turning point could be around somewhere close by. Wait for more clues. Tomorrow and day after, or probably this week, will tell us the clues for our short trades, or if we pull back to 75 minutes, keep trading to the long side on an intraday basis. Take a look at Bank Nifty, and our view was that Bank Nifty will inch higher and probably take Nifty higher, and it has done finally today. A beautiful gap up and then a rally. This has come after probably a long time. You're seeing a 1,500, 1,600 point rally in Bank Nifty. Now, Bank Nifty has also, along with Nifty, printed new highs. The momentum is likely to continue. Next areas of demand will still add that. 41,800 on the monthly chart. There'll be demand zones at the smaller time frame, no supply. Now remember, Even if it has broken out, and if you think that this is going to go up, we'll have to wait for that to happen, and then on a pullback buy. So don't be in a hurry to chase the prices and buy, because every day it is gapping up. We are very, very overextended. Taking a look at the weekly chart, that's the demand zone on weekly now, which will hold some good importance. And tomorrow, again, we might move up to, let's say, 46,800 for 500 to 800 areas, or we could come down because twice price has fallen from there. The second time it has been a bigger fall. So it's interesting to wait for more price action. Interesting to see how price behaves here, and be patient and do not be in a hurry to buy or sell, or even buy options, because volatilities are high and IVPs are going up. So that's the next area of demand zone that Bank Nifty has created. If you see here on the weekly chart, no supply zone. So if the pullback happens, we could have a pullback all the way up to, let's say, 44,500. So wait for the clues before you get into any new trades. Longs are too overextended. Uh, for overextended, only when we have a pullback to at least 75 minutes, you can buy. On the daily, if you see, the next demand will stand somewhere close to 44,000. So again, a bigger move down is also possible. That's the area from where Bank Nifty had given new lows and bigger price moves. So we'll have to wait for some price action clues. The trend is up. Once you reach 45,400, it will probably accelerate towards, let's say, 43,800 to 44,000. And on a smaller time frame, that's the area of demand zone, uh, where the initial pullback will be, and you could go confirmation long if there is no supply found, or if the supply is found, if there is a pretty decent reward to risk, you can just go long there. So remember one thing, sharper move without any pause or without any demand created. So when the turn happens, it will also move down. Bank Nifty, the momentum might still push it a little higher. You can go long on intraday time frames and do intraday trading, but that's the only area which looks fine. So be cautious about going longs at high levels, or do breakout trading, wait for pullbacks. And once you get some confirmation, you can look at aggressive shorts towards a meaningful area of demand zone, or today's low, which is 45,400. That's 1,000 point. We could at least get 500, 600 points on the short side. And here, new longs based on some more price confirmation and overall market clues at that point in time can be taken. All right. So cautious approach. Stay light on positions. Don't carry index longs or shorts overnight. You can trade in options or do hedge trading or spread trading. All right. Hope this helps.